And I want to I normally look at the fundamental news updates, news release, news events. Yeah, just with the one that has just happened now. We're talking about the advanced GDP. Then there was the unemployment claims. These were all high impact news. As you can see, it red. Yeah, when you're looking at the news, when it is showing this red sign, it means it is a high impact news. If it is this color here, which is having some red and some yellow light in it, yeah, this is medium impact news. And then we go down to these other ones. This is low impact news. Yeah, you can just be reading on Forex Factory. You can check all of them every day. You need to check the news and see the impact of that news to the market. And this is how I see it. You can follow the cursor as I explain this, where I'm going to see, like today at 3:30 p.m. we had this. We had the advanced GDP and the unemployment claims. And when you come here to the actual forecasts and previous data, how it is giving it to you, it is showing you how the news is going to impact on these currencies. Remember, this is USD we're talking about. USD, it is affecting USD here. So when you look at this, it is showing 2.4 in percentage. This one is showing 221k, and they're all positive. Look at them, they're all positive in green. Green means it's a positive. If you see it in negative, it's going to affect that currency negatively. You see, that is how I look at it. If it's positive, it's affecting the currency positively, you can see here, and if it's negative, it's going to affect the currency negatively. So let us say, for example, we go to the chart. Let me check the chart here. We have this chart. Let me put it here. Let me put this chart here. Yeah, we have a US dollar, Japanese yen. You can see the movement. You can see the movement of the candlestick, how it moved upwards. That means USD, US dollar being the first currency, the main currency on this pair, US being the main currency on this pair, and the news was telling us it's going to affect it how much? It's going to affect it how? Positively, right? It's affecting it positively. Yeah, if this data was showing a negative like this, 2.2 negative, then you would know it's affecting it negatively. Now here we come back to our chart here. If the news is affecting, if the news affects, let me put this chart this other side in the corner here. Okay, we're here. So if this news affects the market negatively, if it affects US dollars positively, then we expect it to have an upward movement. If it was affecting it negatively, we have a down trend. Like the market is going to, whatever effect is going to happen to that market is going down. This is my explanation. This is how I've been looking at the news events. I come to this data and I analyze it. I see the currency pair, the main one that the news is going to be released on. It is USD. If it is Euro, if it is GBP, you just look at it and see the percentage of how it's going to affect it. Up here, you can see the actual forecast, the actual release, the actual data released. You can see it here. Yeah, so here was positive. All I knew is currencies where the US dollar, currency pairs where the US dollar is the main one, I would make sure it is a buy. Now let us look at others. Let me see. Okay, which other currency pair can I go to? Now this one is the main. Let us say it was the opposite. If let's say US dollar was not the main currency in this pair. Let me get for you a pair which has USD when it's not the main one. When it's not the main one, let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD, where is it? Euro USD. So now you can see Euro USD, what happened to it here. This when the fundamental news was released. Yeah, Euro USD. So when it is positive and then the US dollar is not the main currency, expect it not to give it to you in a positive way. It will go at red, it will go on a sell. So that is how you can see this. I've been trying it for several times. I don't know, many people have their different ways of explaining and understanding and what, and predicting the fundamentals. So this is how I do mine. So that is how I knew that. I just entered the trade like a few minutes ago when I was on the Euro USD. Yeah, when I was on the Euro USD, I opened a trade, a sell, and immediately after that the fundamentals happened. Yeah, because I saw US dollar as the second currency of the pair. Very nice, something very nice to look at. You can also keep checking the next fundamentals we're having. Maybe NFP. NFP is coming in next month. The new month is coming. You try and look at that. Look at the news. Look at the currency pair it is affecting. If it is USD or Euro or GBP, you see, or Australian dollar, just look at the impact. If it is high impact, red, you go to the data. If the data is showing in positive, this green, if it's showing you green, okay, 2.4%. if it's showing you that green, then just know it's going to affect the currencies positively. If it is showing red, it will affect them negatively. So you go back to your currency pairs and see which currency pair is affected in the news and what is its arrangement in the currency pair you want to trade. So if you're in Euro USD, know that if the fundamentals were about USD, just know USD is the second currency on this pair. And remember, it is going to, if the news is saying it's affecting it positively, but since it's the second pair, if it's the since it is the second currency on this pair, it's going to affect it. It's going to look like it's affecting it negatively. So you plan for sell. Okay, yeah. So if it is the first currency on that pair, it's a buy. So you look at it like this. And then there are sometimes these fundamental news events are released and you find price moving a negative, another direction, opposite direction before it comes and takes the real direction. You can also do the same for that. You wait. Most times when it is very high, I wait. If it's going to have very high volatility and upward up and down movements, I wait for the first false direction to occur. Then I come and place my trade in the right direction according to the actual news data following that. If it was positive and it is the first currency, if it was positive, it's the first currency, then I know the false movement is going to first move in the wrong direction of a sell, then it will come to the direction of a buy, then I can place my trade in the next movement. Or sometimes it's just best for you to wait for the fundamentals to get done, and then you can enter in the rightful direction. So that is all about the news. That is my understanding. Many people have different strategies of trading the news and analyzing the data that has been released. The good thing is this data comes very earlier, so you can check through and you know this is going to be released at this time, and you see its impact on the currency, and you know how to enter the trade. Yeah, it's me, PCY. Thank you guys, man. This is what I wanted to share with you. Bless, man. Bless.